Hello everyone, welcome back to Crusader Kings 2, A Game of Thrones as the Corsair King Gogossos. And in the end of the last episode, I let you guys decide the destination of our foreign tour. And even though each destination, Westeros, the Free Cities, Slavers Bay, as well as the Jade Sea has been named, most of you did actually go for the last one, the Jade Sea, because it seemed to be the most exotic there. And I do have to admit, I think that is actually the right choice in that case, or it's the best choice, because of course the goal of this campaign here is to have a more deeper look into the things that we don't really hear about too much. So I think focusing on the Jade Sea is actually a great idea. So we're going to do that. There are many cultures to be seen in the Jade Sea, and now we get to decide how long our tour is supposed to be. So a short visit would give us Qarth, Yeen, which is the capital of Yee, as well as Asshai. A tour should be decent in length. We could get also Faros over here, Leng, and the Bone Mountains, or I wish to see all the world has to offer. Now, since we are a somewhat ambitious man, I feel like this would be the best thing to do. Yeah, even though it costs 100 gold, but I think, yeah, that's the one thing we actually kind of have, so we're gonna go with that. Awesome. So yeah, and off we go to explore the world. Now, before we go ahead, before we click that, I will probably have a regent. Who have I appointed? My wife. Okay, that's perfect. Yeah, my wife is regent, that's totally fine. Let's go for that. And yeah, I think we'll just see what the world has to offer. Now, we're currently actually looting things right now. Okay, are you still fighting? You are, but I guess we can go on the ships, and I do believe that we can now try and sack Tall Trees Town once again. Perfect, so that's what we're going to try and do. Your Admiral Gomatuk has come to you with the suggestions. Your Grace, it is my opinion that Sango would make an excellent military commander. Yeah, I think so as well. So yeah, he's a commander, that's perfect. And my wife is now my regent. Awesome. So we're gonna make our way over to the Tall Trees Town and try and loot some more things. Yes, there we go. Awesome. And well, he has his men raised already. So yeah, that's fine. Now I guess no, we're gonna sack Tall Trees Town first, then we're gonna go after the Cone Keep. I think that's the right way to do this. Now, while we are sieging away, I do want to show you well, what the Sentinels are up to, because that has been requested, and it's also kind of important, of course, to see what the Sentinels are doing. So yeah, Lord Wallace still ruling from Sentinel's Point, and yeah, not much has happened. He has, interestingly enough, gotten a strong claim on the Lordship of Stilfen, and well, House Wypern, or whatever you call it, is, interestingly enough, old gods, and they also have grown quite stronger. They have the Blue Fork under their control, and they're also Lords of the Trident. The thing is, they're currently rebelling against Lord Paramount Peter Baelish, who somehow has retained, well, his High Lordship, well, his Lord Paramountcy. I'm not sure how he's done that. But yeah, so that's what they're doing. And pirates is a shout you hear all around the deck as a vassal of whatever. In the distance, bearing the flag of pirates sails towards your ship. They crash into the side of the ship and pirates jump on board. You must prepare the fight. That's kind of funny that we are being attacked by pirates. Okay, well, I guess that happens. Pirates fight pirates all the time, I suppose. So there we go. Defend the ship. 70% chance that we repel and are unharmed. 25% chance that we take a wound. And 5% chance that we die. I hope we do not die, because that would end the campaign as my daughter, actually, no, it would not. No, it would. No, I do have an heir. I do have a nephew. Okay, it wouldn't actually end the campaign, but it would be very shitty. So, yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen. You managed to repel the attacking pirates with great ease. They did not expect you to be so well defended, and must have thought you to be some pretty petty trade ship. Yeah, well, we're not. We are Corsairs ourselves. We attack ships all the time, so I don't know what they were thinking, but yeah. Anyways, we gain a little bit of prestige for that. Perfect. But yeah, so the Sentinels themselves, they have a claim, or the current Lord has a claim anyways, but they have not really expanded much. However, the current Lord Wallace is actually married to Lady Jaheira Keith, and she is the Lady of Gravesham, and her son is Sir Sebastian Sentinel, so the Sentinels will be ruling over 2 castles in the future. So that's amazing. They're doing quite well for themselves. He's married to Julith Malister. She's quite old already, so that's really not going to be all too good. Although, Barbara Sentinel, they've already had one kid, Barbara Sentinel. Okay. And what about Tommen Sentinel? He's married to Sharina. Okay. And then we also have Simon Sentinel. And we have Irmisanda Sentinel as well. Okay, so plenty of Sentinels. And Sir Athelmore is here as well. And he's married to a Lannister bastard. That's all the Sentinels. So yeah, we'll check on them occasionally, but I like to see that they are growing more powerful. So we have just built a castle town in Gogossos. That's amazing, giving us even more tax income. And was someone here before us? I hope not. Damn it, the Magister of Voluntaries was here before us. I cannot believe it. He's gonna sack the city. That's just terrible. Well, okay. Well, one of the slaves in our camps has distinguished themselves, Mazdan. Oh, wow, he has indeed. Yes, he's gonna join us. Wow, that's kind of amazing. You know what? Mazdan. Let me quickly check this out. We have so many people in our court. Mazdan. You know what? Can you educate my child? I want you to educate, I can only educate this guy. Well, still, I want to have a good fighter. You are probably one of the best fighters that we have. So let's do that, Mazdan. If you can create more formidable fighters for our crew, that will be just great. Now, I don't think we're actually going to be the ones looting here. So, I guess we'll send 900 men over here to start capturing the Cone Forest, the Cone Keep, because then we can at least make some money from, well, we're probably not going to get the city. Oh, we will get the city, so that's cool. This is something we're usually not able to do, but maybe we get a little bit of loot from this siege, so that would be at least somewhat useful. After many days on the sea, you have finally arrived at Qarth. You are very excited and cannot wait to explore these new lands and the Qarthian culture. So the pureborn Donifos shall be informed of our arrival. Interesting. Okay, so as I wandered through the streets, I overheard some local traders talking with each other about setting up a trade route to my homeland. It would be most beneficial to me if I could aid them in starting the trade route and taking a cut of the profits. So 77% we succeed, and 22% we do not. To my knowledge, that's 99%. But anyways, that's fine. Okay, we'll see how it goes. And yeah, needs lock. Okay, apparently we've been successful. This is very prosperous. We gain prestige and money. So that's good. The captain sails the ship into the Jade Gates before steering the ship into Qarth. Well, let's have an actual look at where we are right now if we're reading about this, because that's kind of interesting. So there is Qarth. The red waste is around it. The Hall of 1,000 Thrones, and the Jade Gates are over here somewhere. Yeah, there they are. That's where we are right now. So yeah. Docking at one of the covered wharves, whatever. The bright sun reflects off the roof, so you aren't sure if it's red or bronze. You join the captain in disembarking before the captain ties off the ship. A rotund man approaches you as you look over the Grand Harbor and takes your hand, shaking it. Welcome to Qarth, the greatest city that ever was. I'm a representative of pureborn Donifos Malaravan. I can take you through the ceremony so you may enter the Hall of 1,000 Thrones if you like. You pull your hand free and try to politely dismiss his. Ah, that's unfortunate. I cannot read more of that. Oh, okay. Well, you shall depart for your next destination. So apparently we dismissed that, so we did not enter the Hall of 1,000 Thrones. That's unfortunate, but okay, we gain a little bit of prestige from that. So at least that's something. Perfect. It is time for you to leave your current location and move on to your next destination. Time is short and there is oh so much to see in this world. Onwards to Faros. Okay, so we're gonna make our way over here. Well, the funny thing is that we're now visiting places that we have already raided several times. But yeah, let's have a quick look here. Okay, Faros does not really look all that particularly interesting, but it is flourishing. So there's that. By the way, I think yeah we've had that in the last episode. We did figure out that Gogossos is prospering. So that's kind of cool, isn't it? Unfortunately, it doesn't really make the colony advance any faster. And we have just raided Talltree's town, and apparently I have been able to loot something. Apparently I did loot something here. Oh, I did. That's amazing. We did loot some money. Well, great. Okay, after many days on the sea, you finally arrived at Faros. You're very excited, of course. And the current Shan Idris, he is of the stone cow of Faros. That's a very interesting religion. The peoples of Faros worship and venerate the stone cow. Oh, I did not know that. Alright, and they're called Shans. He's the just. Now, I don't know when that happened, but I thought I was known as the Honorable. Maybe that was wrong. Okay, anyway. As I wandered through the streets, I overheard some local traders. Oh, another trade route. Oh, wow. The second trade route that has been successful. That's really cool. Okay, so the captain steers your ship through the channel, sailing into a small harbor of a primitive city in the mouth of a river. Must be Faros, the captain calls to you. I stick to the Associ coast, so never been here before. You nod politely, then pass through the empty dirt paths, noting the walls and the buildings are built of random unshaped stones stacked on each other. You try several of the houses, but the crude doors are latched. No response to your calls, so you continue on. It isn't until you come to the city center that you finally see anyone. What must have been the entire population of Faros have gathered around this giant stone cow and chant in unison. So it's very unfortunate that we cannot read all of this. Not really sure what this has to do with, why it is, because there is still space for the text. But anyways, we are gaining some more prestige and we'll move on to the next destination. And we're also looting some more provinces. Now this is the great thing. I don't actually have enough men to raid this castle, but because of the Volantines, it's actually possible, which I like. Okay, now it is time for you to leave our current location, onward to Yeen, the capital of Yee. So yeah, we're gonna be making tons of money from this. Amazing. We have 200 still. I want to save my money up, first of all, for a famine. I want to have at least like 300 gold coins, just so I can pay for famine. And oh, defending against a mutiny. That's not too good. Pirate Lord Robert, you're not doing well. Yeah, you're incapable. I don't think you're gonna live for a long time. Oh, we'll see. Okay, so we finally arrived in Yeen. Yes. While I was walking down one of the streets of Yeen, I took a wrong turn and stumbled into a local brothel. The numerous Yiddish beauties that inhabit it do look quite enticing. Now, okay, here's a thing. Someone, or a lot of you, have actually been suggesting some ways, roleplay ways to play as an honorable Corsair. And one of the things that you guys have suggested was that we should stay faithful to our wife. And I think as long as we are not lustful, that kind of makes sense. But then again, I do not want to become chaste, because we need to have every chance to actually have a strong heir. So lustful would be useful, but then again, an honorable person would probably kind of stay faithful. I mean, I guess you could say, you know, in Corsair or pirate culture, you have concubines and all that kind of stuff, but I think I will not lower myself to that level. I think we won't do that. I think we're not gonna go into this brothel and spend any money on whores. So yeah, we're gonna go for that. And of course, we are chaste. Actually, no, we're not. It said we were, but we're not. Oh, we didn't actually get the trait. Okay, that's good, because I would really hate that. Anyways, so the ship sails from the Jade Sea into the Yeen Harbor, where the captain berthed the ship at one of the docks. You leave the deck and are greeted by an explosion of vibrant azure banners, flags, and streamers lining the dockyard. As you follow the blue line path into the city, you pass through a massive crowd of the locals, packing the streets so full you feel closed in and ill at ease. You stand near a head taller than the average Yiddish, so easily mark your path, though your movement more or less flows with them. So much so that you find yourself unable to break from the pack to visit the markets and see the local productions, especially the We Will Never Know. Anyway, it was quite marvelous indeed. So yeah, that's perfect. Okay, we're now going to go on to Leng. That's fine, but we'll have to check out the islands here, because, well, I have not finished raiding them yet. Okay, so oh no, Robert, you have, the city of Koprak has fallen, and your wife is imprisoned. Alice is imprisoned by Pirate Lord Kolo. Oh no, Lord of Death Isle. Okay, so you have lost all kinds of things. Right, so this has... Who's this? Oh, you have lost... The Isle of Flies are held by Pirate Lord Kokolo, a Volantine of House Sapris. Okay, and the Isle of Serpents is still held by Corsair Mermesbar of the Isle of Serpents. And you hold this castle now and your wife is still imprisoned. Oh well, yeah, it's not going too well. It's not going too well. And your daughter's in prison as well. Oh. I hope that she will not get killed. That would be quite sad, because that would be the end of your house. We shall see though. Yeah, some charity is going well. And another mutiny rolled, declaring a war. Can you catch a break? Oh my god. Okay, so the god Empress Kiara IV shall be informed. I don't know if I really... You know what? I think we're gonna be... I think here's the thing. We're sailing under the incognito of, you know, some other name. Maybe we're gonna sail as Jaraksara Mogo or something like that. That's our name. Anyway, so sharp pains in the abdomen cause you to clutch at your stomach. Oh, that's not good. Abdominal pain. I don't want to have that. As I wandered through the streets, I overheard some local traders. Ooh, yes, another trade deal. Ah, great. So much money. I think the trade deals itself have already paid off the initial cost of the voyage. So that's amazing. Jarahuru states that her extensive medical experience leads her to the certain conclusion you have the flu. Okay, so we're gonna have to follow her instructions. We'll do that. Alright, so the ship sails into the docks of Leng. You notice an ill-at-ease look on the captain's face. I've heard tales of this place. Not too happy with foreigners, the captain blurts. I think I'll stay with the ship. You dismiss the concern and approach the gates of the timber fortress. As you pass through the walls, you find them and their defenses to be formidable. Despite the wood construction, you feel they are a match for any stone castles built in recent memories. You travel through the sparse streets, lined with merchant shops crafted of wood with all the same care and skill as the city walls. You get inside one of the more elegant shops, and the shopkeeper... Dun dun dun, we will never know what he has done. Anyways, it was apparently marvelous again, which I guess all of the destinations are marvelous. So that's good, in a sense. To remedy your abdominal pain, Jarahuru rubbed a strangely scented oil on your stomach and told you to repeat the procedure every morning. Well, I'm glad I heard her, because apparently that was a good thing to do. Perfect. So we have good symptom treatment. Awesome. Alright, so we're going to leave onwards to Asshai, and we're still going to continue to loot some more stuff. We can get up to a 350 gold, I guess. Yeah, we'll stay here for as long as we can. So this will be sieged quickly, and I hope we have enough men to also siege the town, the city of Yolkunan, but we'll see. Okay, so we have captured some high-value prisoners. Oh, Prince Orengo, the Open-Handed, is imprisoned. Wait, who's that? Princess Paya. Oh wow, we have a lot of interesting prisoners. So let's have a quick look who we have. Alayaya, she is imprisoned. Okay, she seems to be the sister of that lord. Okay, how much are you worth? I would like to ransom you, but he does not have enough money. Well, that's interesting. He was in his castle, and okay, but this guy can pay himself. The Lord of the Citrus Cove. Why is he in here? I don't know, but he's gonna be 70 gold. That's worth a lot. Now, here's the thing. We're an honorable person, so we're not gonna kill anyone, for example. But I mean, we're still a slaver. So I think for those of you, here's the thing. Here's the honorable thing we're gonna do. Those that can pay their ransom will be allowed to pay it. Those that cannot, in the foreseeable future, we will use as slaves. I think that's a fair deal. So yeah, we'll do that. After many days in the sea, you have finally arrived at Asshai. Very excited, of course we are. But yeah, let's quickly see who we can sell off here. Ransom for 10 gold. We'll do that. We'll accept the ransom, even if it's just 10 gold, because we're an honorable person. We'll accept that. But if you cannot pay at all, you will be a slave. Alright, so the local nobles are having a feast and have invited me to join them. It may be a good opportunity for me to engage in some foreign diplomacy and to learn more about the ways of the world. I will try my hand at this foreign diplomacy. Yes, we have 70% chance of impressing the nobles, so I guess we should do that, right? Yeah, I don't really see a reason why we shouldn't, so let's just go for it. Everything is going very well, and you have quickly learned about the local Asshai customs and etiquette, and managed to navigate your way through conversation about the mundane and politically sensitive with great ease. Now, I'm not sure why this is featuring the God Empress of Leng. That was our previous destination, but in any case, we're now gaining diplomacy, and we even have the possibility of gaining the trade gregarious, but yeah, that did not happen either. Oh well, that's fine. That's fine. Let's just move on and see what happens next. Okay, so despite a bright morning sun cresting the mountains, Asshai remains partly cloaked as the captain maneuvers into the ash and docks the ship. You disembark, stepping onto the pier. You find the light around you is dull and dim, seeming to disappear into the veil of stones and to the veil and the stones of the city itself. You pass from the pier into the city, and despite being a port, you don't find any fish vendors, with many of the shops dedicated to hawking imports of food and wares. Some of the vendors you notice are fellows from Gogossos. Oh, the few elite merchants of Asshai house their shops in the independent black stone buildings along the river and display fine works of jewelry. Alright, well, marvelous indeed. Now, I do want to see though. Okay, yeah, this is an actually black. Alright, I like that. I like the graphics. I don't like to play with this map mode because I can't really see as well, but it is kind of beautiful to behold, you know, sometimes anyway. Okay, so we can sell Mazdan here. Now for him, I want a really good price. 225 gold, he's a formidable fighter. I'm not going to go lower than that. I don't think so, yeah. No, I'm not going to really go lower than that. Maybe 150 gold, but really not lower than that. Okay, so he paid his ransom, amazing. And we now actually have the flu. Well, that was just like our court physician said, so that's not really a big surprise. Okay, can you please pay the ransom for this girl as well? That would be perfect. And onwards to the 5 forts. Yes, there we go. And she has come to see you, my court physician. She explains there are several different types of treatment. Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna go for this. We're not particularly scared, so yeah, I don't think we are gonna chicken out of this. Alright, so Jarahuro brought a croaking bucket to your chambers and told you to expose your upper body. She grabbed a tod, gutted it with a deft hand, and proceeded to place the still twitching carcass on your chest. Okay, this is only slightly less gross than the severed hand, but apparently it seems to be working much better, so anyways, Jarahuro continued until the bucket was empty and your torso was covered. But apparently that was successful, so I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. I really do like these methods of curing all kinds of diseases. Anyways though, we have gone over overtime already, so I'm gonna have to end this episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.